Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Hot Rod Bob, and you've got gas. It's Wicked Wednesday. What are you working on Wednesday? Well, I'm in the garage. I'm working on my 57 Ford, getting the carpet kit in, got the insulation down, got the seat back in. Now the time is to put some of the trim back on the interior. Trying to get this thing back up and in I'm getting better shape. That's what I'm doing. So what's your projects for today? What's your projects for the weekend? It's Father's Day weekend. I was going to go to a cruise, but we've got some other family plans now, so it looks like we're going to be doing something else. I'm Hot Rod Bob, and GAAS, part of Two Tired Guys Productions. Don't forget, we've got a YouTube channel now. You can catch us on YouTube. We did a 1-hour GAAS last night. That'll be posted on YouTube shortly. It's going to be on Facebook in a little bit, Twitter. We got it all over the place. Pete Muriello, hump day for some of us. Yeah, for me, it's just another day. Cassie Nunez is watching as well. She was on the show last night. Richard Turner, how are you doing today, Rich? Nice to see you here. All right, so the project for today, I'm working on the 57 Ford, getting things back in. Now, my son had disassembled quite a bit of it when he had the car. I've had the car now for about a year, and I really haven't done much on it. So today, I got busy. Carpet kit is in. Seat bolted back in. Now the chrome trim that goes around the seat is being installed, and I've got to get the car up and out so I can get the seat belt brackets bolted on. And they're in a tight place underneath the car. Good morning, Marilyn. How are you this morning? And Marlon. Other than that, hey, it's going along pretty good. Now I've got the outer bolts done for the seat belt. I've got to get the inners done. I can't reach them from underneath the car, and I can't jack it up high enough where it is right now. So we'll get it out. We'll get it up on the lift. It'll make it nice and easy, and I'll get that all back together again. It's a great day for it. Temperature's pretty cool here in Oxnard. It's a nice day to work on the cars. Hi, Denny Sanders. How you doing? Neil Panks in the UK. How are you today? What kind of projects are you guys working on today? Marlon, you've always got something going on in the shop. Anything special this week? I know you've done a lot of stuff. Now, Marlon does a lot of things. Marlon Mitchell, Marlowe's alignment out in Canoga Park, isn't it, Marlon? And he has done work on my cars. He did the disc brake conversion for me on my Maverick, straightened up the front end on my wife's Falcon, did a whole new brake setup and suspension for Randy Cardoon on his Pontiac Safari. Mr. Burns, how are you? Joe Boline. And Danny Santos is watching as well. So Marlon's always got something going on, and he does stuff for some of the magazines that used to be around. Some of them are still somewhat there, but most of them have gone away. So we're working on that. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is once I get the 57 out of the garage and the seats and everything else done on the interior, I'm going to back it out, and it's time to work on the wife's 46 Ford. And for safety's sake, we're putting seat belts in that car as well. She wants to take the grandkids around in that when they come down to see us, so got to have seat belts to put those child safety seats in. So I've got a set of seat belts from Giuliano's I'm going to be putting in that car as well. So it's a safety day here at the Beck Garage, and we're going to get seat belts, seats, and stuff like that all in place on the cars. Now, the 46 is going to be a little bit difficult because it's never had seat belts. Well, not that the 57 did, but it did to an extent because my son had put them in originally. Now, he pulled those seat belts out to put in the insulation on the floor. We've got the Dynamat style insulation on the floor, and we got that. And Mark McGeorge, he's in Southern California today. Going to get a visit from him a little bit later on, I'm sure. And, soapbox derby cars? He found another one. It's going to be in my garage in just a little bit. So, you know what? We can do it. Mark, by the time you get here, it's all going to be, well, you can help me with the seat belts because it does take two people, one in the car to tighten and one to hold and so forth. So we'll get that going. Good morning, Mike St. Angel. How are you doing? Jerry Cox. Good morning to you, my friend. So today it's work on the cars day for me. Now, I started out a little bit early, got to the garage early, been working for a while. Then notice, oh, it's time to see you guys again. So I'm back here. All right, Marlon Mitchell. He just finished a Camaro with all new suspension and a 9-inch Ford rear end. Yep, best way to get a Ford to go fast is put a Chevy engine in it, but if you want to get the power to the pavement, you put a Ford 9-inch in whatever it is. My sweetheart Peggy's watching, so now she knows what I'm doing and where I'm at because she knows what's on the wall in the garage. So she knows I'm in the garage and having a little bit of tea this morning. Refreshing. But it's a good day. Now, the other projects we're working on, we've got the 56 Chevy, doing a little bit of stuff on that as well. Hey, Scott Kehoe, Mr. Drag Racer, haven't seen you in so long. Glad you tuned in this morning. And like to see you again sometime, hopefully at the drags or something. But we're doing a little touch-up, little stuff on the 56 as well. Gonna get things tidied up on that car. We've been driving that quite a bit. And a friend of mine was in front of us at one of the cruises, said, my bumper is vibrating. So I'll check that out. Now, one of the things I'm going to do on that is I just got a new idler arm from Danchuk, and I'm going to put that on the car. It's a little loose when I get underneath there. Mike Levy, how are you? And Larry Oriel. John Moeller, Mr. Moeller, how are you doing today, sir? You didn't think I'd notice. Yes, you're here as well. Hi, John Moeller, one of our marketing experts from our days at Isuzu and General Motors truck. So I'm glad to see you here. How's the weather down in beautiful Palm Springs? Because that's where you retired to. And enjoying life down there, I hope. I'm liking it up here where it's cool and comfortable. Jerry Burwell, another ex-Isuzu guy, is watching us right now. And Joey, how are you? So projects, we all got them. Now the other thing I want to do is I haven't driven the coupe. You see a picture of it out on the wall behind me. I haven't driven the coupe since cruising for a cure in September. Now I did a whole bunch of stuff, did a bit of a tune-up on it, so I'm hoping it does well. Got to get it out of the garage. And yes, Marlon, I do need the alignment checked. Plymouth hasn't been aligned in 30 years since I built it, or 35 years. Oh, it's been a while. So we got to have that checked out and see what you can do about tightening up the steering. I got to get it over to you. And now that I've got the time, we got to get it back to you. Now, for those of you that are racing has begun at Irwindale again, but you've got to get your reservation in. Now, why do I say reservation? Because they're limiting it to 100 cars at the track. 100 cars, no spectators. So you've got to contact Irwindale Drag Strip to get an entry, a pre-entry. They're only going to let 100 cars in per day. And I believe the next test and tune is going to be on a Saturday, but I'm not sure. You have to check with them. I'm not back there yet. So get on that. Neil Panks, he'll come over and give me a hand. It might take a little while. Yeah, okay, Pat. Neil, you're welcome anytime, Neil, and not a problem. If you can make it here, I got the spare guest room for you. It's the Corvette room, if you don't mind. So we've got it here for you anytime, any day you make it here, we're ready for you. But what are you working on? Now, I was talking to Stormy Bird just the other day, and he was just finishing up an Anglia. And Neil, you'll like this. It's an Anglia Courier. So it's the E100, I believe, early one, little two-door station wagon, as we call it. You call them estates, and I believe it was called the Courier. They just finished it. Now, they did it really nice. Ford 9-inch rear end, 4-link rear suspension. It's got an Opel Kadett front suspension. Kind of neat how they narrowed it and got it in there. And then there's a nice, powerful Chevrolet engine under the hood. He says this thing just wants to pick the front wheels up and go. And it's a streeter. It's not even a race car. They put wheelie bars on it because on the driveway, they were able to pick the front wheels up. Now, it's cool. It looks great. It reminds me of the one I had in high school, except the one I had in high school had a stock 4-cylinder and a 3-speed on the floor. And it was a safety device, actually, because if you missed the shift from first to second, the pedestrians would pass you in the intersection. It was heck. And Neil, thank you. Yes, you're welcome to come out here anytime you want. Now, a lot of events have been canceled. So a lot of things that we were building cars to or getting our cars updated for have now gone by the wayside. One of the biggest ones that I was hoping to go to was Hot August Nights or Woodward Dream Cruise. And as far as I know, they're both gone. Good morning, Jeff Stillwell, another UK resident. Looking forward to seeing you in August when you come in for Bonneville. That is on tap. They've got the permits. They've got the okays from the city and the county. And the park, they're going racing August. Bonneville's, it's going to be Speed Week, and we're looking forward to Jeff coming in with his Salt Flat Racer and looking for 300 miles an hour. If Jeff can do it, he'll be the 5th, I believe, Brit to be able to break the 300-mile-an-hour barrier. And I tell you what, it's all there, ready to go. New axles, fresh engine. It's only got a couple of minutes of runtime on it. It's going to be great. Top fuel motor. John Beck did the motor. No relation to me. And it sounds so sweet. Big, bad, blown Hemi in the back of a Model T Streamliner. And looking for 300 miles an hour. So hopefully we'll do that. He's got the record right now at 258. Going to step that up a bit. He's going to break the record one way or another. But the goal is that blue hat, go 300 miles an hour. So that's the goal this August. We're going to be there. If you can get up to the Bonneville Salt Flats, hope to see you there as well. But a lot of the events that we're seeing, like I said, have been canceled. That's not one of them. Car shows everywhere, canceled. What we've gone to is cruises, actual cruising, where you're driving your car and enjoying it for what it's built for. We've been on a number of these cruises, and we hope to see you there. Larry Mulhauser is going to be there at Bonneville. Good. Look forward to seeing you there. And it's going to be a great race week at Bonneville. But we're going on car cruises. Now, so far, the only car we've taken out to the cruises has been our 56 Chevy. But I'm getting things ready. There's a cruise on Sunday night. I might try and get the 57 out for that. Well, it depends. We're going to have a family thing, so we may not make the cruise this time, but we're going to be out there. We're going to take the car out, take the 57 out, and cruise it. It hasn't been driven for a while. Valley Head Service did the motor on it, and that thing is so sweet and smooth. Old Y block, 57's down low to drive real slow, but it's got the power to go, and it does. 4-barrel carburetor, didn't have one from the factory. Got a Holly, got headers, a little bit of cam, a little bit of head work, board. Yeah, about 301 cubic inches, if I remember correctly, somewhere in there, which makes this a nice, sweet Y block. Now, I've tossed around doing things to it, but gosh, it's so sweet. I love this little car. It's a great cruiser, and going to do it. And Mike Smalley, my good friend, slot car race buddy, gave me a set of original steel wheels and hubcaps so I can bring this baby back to 1957 appearance. It'll be great. It'll be cool. All right, so tell me, what's your project? Post it on the website. Throw a picture. Put it on your Facebook page, on my Facebook page, under Bob Beck, under this particular broadcast. And let's see what you're working on. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got Gas, the morning edition. And don't forget, in 2 weeks, we'll be back for another evening edition of Gas, where you can be part of the audience. That's right, Gas in the evenings. We do it with Zoom video, so you can be on the show. Bob Pine, how are you doing? Sam Brown's, a couple of drag racers just tuning in. Irwindale Racers, Bob Pine with his son Aaron and the grandkid. Man, Dakota, was he a gun rider? But he's doing his deal with the service right now. Mike St. Angel says, fast EFI going on the LS7 big block. Finally found the ECU that'll handle the beast. Yes, because Mike St. Angel's got one heck of a hot motor in his 69 Camaro. Tom Jantz watching, another Road King member. Thanks for watching in, Tom. But post your pictures. Show us what it is. Now, Mike, you've got a gorgeous Camaro. Haven't seen it in a while. Post a picture of it so everyone can see how cool it is. This car was built, gosh, 25 plus years ago, Mike, and it's still timeless. It's still a beautiful 1969 Camaro, if I remember correctly, red with black two-tone, nice silver stripe, I believe, that separates the colors. Cool looking car. It was Pro Tour before Pro Touring came about, and it is one fast machine. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got Gas, the morning edition, brought to you by Valley Head Service, Irwindale Speedway, Irwindale Drag Strip, Moon Eyes Beach Underwriting Associates, and Service Tech for all your garage service needs. I've got their equipment in my garage. You can contact them too. Service Tech in Simi Valley, California on Easy Street. Check them out. Mike Jacobs, Looking forward to Bonneville and Speed Week. Yeah, I am too. And Marlon says, how do we join the Zoom? Well, what you do is you'll look at my page on Facebook, and I will put the link for Zoom, and you can get on it and be part of the show. It's easy. Cassie Nunez was on there just last night, as well as a few others. And Mike St. Angel saying 85. Is that when you built it? Wow. That was about the same time we met, Mike, and that was shortly after I put together my Plymouth. So, yeah, you've had that thing for a long time as well. Pascal, how are you doing? Pascal joining us right now. Welcome to GAAS, the morning edition. Glad you guys could be here. Now, one of the other things I'm working on that I really didn't talk about is a soapbox derby car. Now, a lot of you may remember those things, and I did a show about it just a few weeks ago. Soapbox derby cars are cool, and I've got 3 in my garage right now. And they're going to become wall art because I'm a little too big to fit in these things. And they'll come down off the wall when the grandkids are ready to go racing, and we'll go racing once again. So, hi Al, how are you doing this morning? All right, I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got GAAS, the morning edition, and I'll post the evening edition recorded show in just a little while. But you guys have a great day. Mike St. Angel, thanks for tuning in. And the rest of you, you are Gasaholics, and I do appreciate you. Like us on Facebook. We have Two Tired Guys talking about cars. Bob Beck, GAAS. Like us, share this too. And don't forget YouTube, where you can see all our past shows on YouTube, and it's free. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel for Two Tired Guys talking about cars and Bob Beck or Hot Rod Bob at GAAS. Check it out. I'm posting all the old GAAS shows, including the 1-hour shows, some of them that were even part of the old Speed Scene Live TV. So you guys have a great day. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You got GAAS, and I'm going back out in the garage in the shop and start working on the 57. Take care, folks. Have a great day, and keep it safe. Rubber side down and shiny side up. Take care now.